everybody. Hank Sennett from Mari Sennett and Associates in Today Real Estate. Thank you for joining me once again for morning coffee. As I film this, it's actually almost lunchtime. I've been out this morning meeting with a seller, reviewing some paperwork, and then I've been out with a buyer, and we'll be taking out that buyer again tomorrow morning. Mari and I have been busy this week, not to pat ourselves on the back, but we have been. As well as many of our colleagues in our office at Today Real Estate. And all this activity has gotten me thinking about those of you who, the first of every month, write a check to your landlord, knowing that you're really paying his or her mortgage. Or those of you who, God love them, they're wonderful people, salt of the earth, couldn't be nicer, but you're still living with your in-laws. And it's time to get on with your life. It's time to start adulting. And certainly one of the milestones to getting on with your life is home ownership. But you're not sure where to start, and quite frankly, you're not sure if you can afford it. And though it's well-meaning, there are people whispering in your ear, saying to you, oh, just write the rent check every month. Don't put up with the aggravation of home ownership. Or they're saying, if you slept on the couch in the basement 6 more months, you could save more money. And that advice is starting to ring just a little hollow. So what should you do? What should your first step be towards home ownership? Well, your first step should be to pay a visit to a loan officer at a bank that has a mortgage division, or a loan officer at a mortgage company, and get yourself pre-approved. Now, this is a no obligation visit. What happens when you go in to get pre-approved? The loan officer takes a top line look at your finances and gives you a general sense of the mortgage that you could afford. The loan officer will also tell you if you're in a position where you really can't afford one, or you could do better if you did any number of things. And there are several, suggestions that they make. Some of them are actually kind of painfully obvious. Clean up the credit cards, start paying attention to those student loans that you've been ignoring because it's all showing up on your credit report. But you get a sense of where you stand financially in terms of a mortgage and what you have to do to get a mortgage to afford a home in the area that you've been dreaming about. Once you have a sense of what you can afford, then when you sit down with your realtor, hopefully Mari Sennett and Associates, we'll be able to work with you to give you a sense of neighborhoods you should look in, maybe besides the one that you're focused on, and homes that based on your pre-approval, you should be able to afford. So it's a very simple process, no obligation, but it's something that you really need to do in terms of a first step to see what you can afford, a first step to stop paying the landlord's mortgage, a first step to get out of your in-laws' basement. So if you don't know a loan officer at a bank, or maybe your bank does not have a mortgage division, or if you're not familiar with any number of reputable mortgage companies here on Cape Cod, Mari and I have worked with several of them over the years, and we would be more than happy to pass on some recommendations. Just give us a shout at 508-568-8191 or msennett@todayrealestate.com. We look forward to helping you get on with your life. Thanks again for joining me for morning coffee. Have yourself a good week, and we'll be talking soon.